Hello, welcome you all. Myself, Professor Panchbhai. Today we are going to discuss about one numerical on gyroscope. The gyroscopic effect is going to be covered in the another topic, but today we are going to discuss about only numericals. So this is the numerical which is given to us. An aeroplane makes an complete half circle of 50-meter radius towards the left when flying at 200 km per hour. The rotary engine and the propeller of the plane has a mass of 400 kg, okay, and a radius of gyration is 0.3 meter. The engine rotates at 2400 rpm clockwise when viewed from the rear end. Find the gyroscopic couple on the aircraft. So it means that one aeroplane is given to us, okay, and some data is given in that. What is the under the solution? What is the data given to us? An aeroplane makes a complete half circle of 50-meter radius. It means that the radius is of 50 meter, okay, and then velocity is given. What is the velocity? That v is equal to something 200 kmph. We will convert this kilometer per hour into some meter per second, okay. After multiplying with the help of 1000 into 200 into 1000 by 3600, so we will have 55.6 meter per second, okay. Then mass is given to us, that is a 400 kg, okay, m equal to 400 kg, and radius of gyration, that is a k, is equal to 0.3 meter. Then the engine rotates at 2400, so n equal to 2400 rpm clockwise when viewed from the air. We have to find out the gyroscopic couple. As the rpm is given to us, so we are able to find out the angular velocity, that is omega equal to 2 pi n by 60. So putting the values of 2 pi and n equal to 2400 into and then divided by 60, we will have the angular velocity, and that value is equal to 251 radian per second. We know that that is the mass moment of inertia of the engine is given by I equal to m into k square, where m is the mass of the body, that is the mass of the aircraft, and k is nothing but the radius of gyration of that body. So I equal to 400 into 0.3 k square, that is the data given to us in the problem statement. That is mass is 400 and k is 0.3, so 400 into 0.3 square. So I equal to, that is the moment of inertia of the engine, will be equivalent to 36 kg meter square. Now angular velocity of a precision, that is denoted by omega suffix p, that omega p will be equal to v by r, where v is nothing but a linear velocity which is given to us in the problem statement, that is something 200 km per hour, we have converted into some meter per second, upon r the radius. So by putting the value which is given to us in the problem statement, velocity 200 km per hour, that convert into some 55.6 meter per second, upon radius 50, so we are getting the values of angular velocity of precision equal to 1.11 radian per second. Now we know that the gyroscopic couple acting on the aircraft, that is c is equal to I into omega p, where I is moment of inertia, that has been calculated previously, yes, omega, that is nothing but angular velocity about the axis of spin, and omega p is nothing but angular velocity of precision. So we have I equal to 36 into 251.4 into 1.11, that is angular velocity of precision. These all the values are calculated in the previous case. So c equal to 100.46 Newton meter, okay. So in this way we have calculated the values of gyroscopic couple acting on the aircraft with the help of given data, okay. Now the next problem, one more problem we will cover on the same topic, but this problem will be related to the ship instead of aircraft. Right now we will try to cover the problem related to ship. The problem is given like that: the turbine rotor of a ship has a mass of 8 tons and a radius of gyration 0.6 meter. It rotates at 1800 rpm clockwise when looking from the stern, okay, means from backside. Determine the gyroscopic couple if the ship travels at 100 km per hour, steer to the left in a curve of 75 meter radius. So under the solution, once again mass is given, that is mass equal to 8 tons, that is equivalent to 8000 kg, and radius of gyration, that is a k, is equal to 0.6 meter, and it is rotating at 1800 rpm. So n equal to 1800 rpm clockwise when looking from the stern. What we have to find out? Angular gyroscope. But what is, once again, what is the given data? As we have given n equal to 1800 rpm, so we are able to find out the value of omega is equal to 2 pi into n by 60. So equal to 2 pi into 1800, that is rpm given to us in the problem statement, upon 60, so is equal to 188.5 radian per second. Then the ship is traveling at 100 km per second, so v equal to, that is a linear velocity, okay, at which the ship is traveling, that is 100 km per hour, that is given to us. We will try to convert this 100 km per hour into some meter per second, and that value will be equal to 27.8 meter per second. Then radius of curve is given to us, r equal to, it is taking a left curve of 75 meter radius, so r equal to 75 meter. This is all the data is given to us in the problem statement. Now we are able to find out the values of gyroscopic couple. That gyroscopic couple value will be given to us in terms of I omega into omega p. So first of all, we have to find out the moment of inertia of the engine, that is given by I equal to m into k square, where m is mass of the body, that in this case the body is nothing but the ship, which mass is given to us something 8 tons, and k is nothing but a radius of gyration. So by putting the value which is given to us in the problem statement, so 8000 into 0.6 square, so mass moment of inertia will be equivalent to 2880 kg meter square. Now once again, angular velocity of precision will be equal to omega p, and that omega p can be calculated with the help of a formula v by r, where v is nothing but a linear velocity, that is a 27.8 for 100 km per hour. By converting that 100 km per hour into some meter per second, that value will be equivalent to some 27.8 meter per second upon r, that is a 75 meter. So angular velocity of precision will be equivalent to 0.37 rad per second. Now we know that how to calculate the gyroscopic couple acting on the, right now it is a ship, sorry, I have written down aircraft. So c equal to I into omega p. So I equal to 2880 into omega will be 188.5, which has been calculated on the basis of 1800 rpm given to us in the problem statement, into omega p is 0.37, which has been calculated in the previous slide. So c equal to 200 into 1886, that is the value we are getting by calculating all the values of I into omega p. So final value of gyroscopic couple will be equal to 200,886 Newton per meter. The normal way of calculating the gyroscopic couple is on the basis of a given data. Generally we will have a mass will be given to us and radius of gyration will be given to us. So from that basis we have to first of all calculate the I, that is the moment of inertia, as per the formula given to us, that is a way to formula to calculate the gyroscopic couple, I into omega p. We will have mass and k. From that basis we are going to calculate the value of I into omega. Omega is nothing but the angular velocity about the axis of spin. So I think in every problem we will have the given a rotor or some propeller shaft which is rotating about its axis of spin. So from that axis of spin value of rpm, we are able to calculate the value of angular velocity for the axis of spin, that is the value of omega, and angular velocity of precision value can be calculated for the ship and aeroplane with the help of omega p equal to v by r, where v will be given to us in terms of some kilometer per hour. We are going to convert that kilometer per hour into some meter per second, because all other values will be in terms of a meter and radian per second. That's why we are trying to convert this value of velocity in terms of a meter per second. So omega p will be equal to v by r, and r will be given to us, that is the radius of curvature, and on the basis of all these values are coming together and finding out the values of I, omega and omega p. That values are at the end we have to put up into the final formula, and we will have the value of gyroscopic couple acting on the any body. Thank you.